of the two Yoshimitsus, where Yoshimitsu 6 is probably more likely to try to press his advantages and try to rush Geo down.
Plus, I would say that Geo is probably more apt at getting the ring outs because, as far as I know, Yoshi the 6th is getting significantly less than he should be.
And the honorary Yoshimitsu greeting in the Yoshi mirror, so you always have to do it.
There's the first meter steal already. And you get by those 8-ways again. Ooh. Is that out? No, okay.
Geo implementing good usage of the step duck there in that situation. When you got some momentum, so he's going to continue to push it. Gets the nut punch, gets the execution. Wonderful stuff from Geo. First round.
Yeah, he's got a pretty heavy meter advantage too.
Yeah, meter advantage and just keeps going.
Yeah, it's just he seems to be giving Yoshi the 6th as much breadth as is possible, not allowing Yoshi the 6th to get the kind of pressure that he's kind of getting right now. But especially on wake-ups and at small frame disadvantage, he's kind of just allowing Yoshi the 6th to do whatever he wants. As in, just like whip punishing him afterwards. He's got a full bar. I wonder if he's going to try to use it. No? Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of backstepping from Geo and a lot of chasing from Yoshimitsu the 6th, while Yoshimitsu the 6th ends up going on top, but ties up the rounds.
I'm just a big fan of using meter in like an aggressive kind of way to try and eke out rounds that you would not necessarily just get out of jail free cards all the time. I wish more people would do that kind of thing.
Yeah, not so much like favor saving the meter, but yeah, using meter to close out the round. I like using meter just like, you know, deny my opponent at least one mix-up. That's kind of like the pitfall a lot of players go to, with just kind of like being too late with their soul charge, where they're just like, well, if you kind of look at the 3 mix-ups you decide to like guess against right before you decide to do the soul charge, then maybe any of those 3 mix-ups you could have like denied those with the soul charge.
Yeah, I love using meter in the sense of doing a soul charge activation when my opponent is up against the wall. And then force them to use their meter in a situation where they clearly needed the meter for a comeback and aren't going to be able to get it. Instead, they have to use it as like a get off me tool. And I'm like, okay, well, if I trade my Amy soul charge for like your as well soul charge in that regard, then that's fantastic. I'll take that all day.
Good for you. Especially if you kind of have like a meter advantage. Like if you have 2 bars against this one, like you just kind of force them to use it in a situation where they probably not like, you know, ideal. And then, like, as soon as their soul charge is gone, then you just close out the round with your remaining soul charge while your opponent has no resources.
Even especially the round advantage, which is effectively like a meter advantage, right? Because you still have that bonus bar that comes from when you know, they get 2 rounds, and it's always an important piece of like effectively like chess sacrifice kind of gameplay. They always have to make sure that you're paying attention to.
Which all that we talked about just kind of makes me like appreciate like the meter system on Soul Calibur 6,
especially with a character that steals meter. It seems like Geo is running aces with his meter gain. Every single time I look back up at the top of the screen, Geo has at least a full bar over your head.
And basically just like starved Yoshimitsu the 6th to death.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just not allowing Yoshi the 6th to do any of those typical 8-ways that he's used to. Not even being able to get hit by some of these things, too. Shutting everything down.
Yeah, shutting everything down, just being extra evasive, just not letting Yoshimitsu get any kind of pressure going off.
Still not using the meter, though. He just keeps stealing Yoshi the 6th and not using it. He's like a hoarder.
Yeah, he's so, like... Yeah, he just, like absolutely letting Yoshimitsu the 6th not only hang himself, but just kind of, like, pick his pockets of any meter that he might have gained.
Letting him hang himself is exactly what this looks like for the most part. It's just a matter of giving him just enough room to where Yoshi the 6th is going to try something that isn't going to work out, and making sure to pick like the most optimal options each time. Now, see, here I'm very surprised that he isn't going to spend bar. I'm not sure why he feels like he needs to keep almost 2 full bars, but I mean, the overall, the pressure is working out beautifully.
So that was the situation I was talking about. So Yoshimitsu 6 like blocked the meditation K. I think that was an ideal like place to do a soul charge, because you get like a guaranteed splat. They don't even get pushed back, and now you have Oki as Yoshimitsu 6, and you're denying Geo of a mix-up. But